Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P-Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab, in the book. We in chapter 2. I done bypassed chapter 1. That's all information you already know about. So I'm in chapter 2. Then we're going to do ancient mystical philosophy. My favorite. All right, let's rock. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's handle our business. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through spiritual and mental discipline. Mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. You're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. Know thyself. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, foolish, disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. Person who knows and knows not that they know, spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock, here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to Maya be true. We're going to talk about ancient mystical philosophy and what it is. Remember, a philosophy is to enlighten you, to educate you, to give you information that you can use to benefit. So let's talk about it. This is going to be all that information and some. After the lesson, you should know a little bit more about yourself, okay? Ancient mystical philosophy, aka right thinking philosophy now, is the precursor to what? Religion and yoga. It is the highest intellectual process which led the sages to question the true nature of and origin of our own existence. Ancient mystical philosophy is a way to intellectually, there you go, I don't want to believe, no, intellectually understand the process of existence. That's why we start with the creation. It's a concept of philosophy that if understood, you get the better understanding. Let's go. And the reason for life, to know thyself. I don't care what you come for. I don't care what you think and believe. The philosophy don't give a damn about that. It's a philosophy. Know thyself. Simple as that. What that entails, you'll figure that out for yourself. That's the part that you make happen. That's the manifestation of every individual. And it's going to put that to you right here. Let's go. And the means to what? Master oneself. It through wisdom. You can't be a master of nothing without experiencing it. You can't tell me jack that you ain't done. I ain't trying to hear that. This tells you about that, first of all. That's the idea about God. And now you can tell me about God. No. Intellectual wisdom is what they call the mystical experience. Okay? That means you had your tat-a-tat with God, your own understanding, your own enlightenment. That's what it's about. And knowledge, which is gradually it will become intuitive. I do this now instinctively. It's 6 years. Come on now. In life, if you're living to be your best self, then how long is that going to take? Okay? Mastery 20 years. Adulthood is 21. Now, this process of intellectual understanding, practicing the teachings, leads to what? You ready? Complete psychological liberation. I don't have no psychological hang-ups. I'm not here messed up. No, no, no. Why? Because when you get to learn yourself, you take care of your own problems. You're going to pay God you to tell him about you, and he's going to tell you what to do. Really? I ain't with that. I'm self-taught. Okay, so yeah, when you do that, you are completely, okay, psychologically liberated. You're free from the nonsense. You're free from the ego consciousness, okay, the me, I concept. And you're free from, ready, worldly attachments. If you think you need stuff, you wrong idea. Okay, let's go. Ancient, remember, this is not new. This is all, I say ancient for a reason. Well, what ancient mean? A long ass time ago. Okay? Not last year, no, a long ass time. Thousands of years. Okay, we can't even count that, but that's the concept. Hold on, let's go. Our ancient mystical philosophy states creation has not been created. What you mean? That's good. Oh, see? I love it. This is teaching. And if you're a student, shut up and listen. You might learn. Trust me. That creation is, in fact, a mental manifestation that God has made for everything here. That's the start. That's the all-encompassing absolute. The circle, that's God. That dot, that's you. You could be anywhere in that. You could be anywhere in there, but it's still you. Understand it? And you and God, once you become conscious of who you are, you watch this. The creation is, in fact, a mental manifestation, and that all mental manifestations are what? Emanations of the supreme the supreme creator, aka being God. Further, it states what? That we, our souls that's inside us, are not only manifestations of the creator, but that we are, in essence, what? The creator. As the creator alone exists, everything here is a part of him. You can't get around it. That's ancient concept. Now, let's get a biblical concept, circa 1500 BCE. Ancient mystical philosophy states, okay, no, this is what they said. This little quick phrase. In 1500 BCE, before Common Era, before Christ, God is everywhere and in all things. Didn't I just make that clear in what I just read to you? That's ancient. Now we get into 1500, coming closer. And they got the concept. He said it right there. And it says in the Bible. Don't know that way, but don't care. But I know it's the same concept that I was just talking about from my ancient mystical philosophy. Moving on. This is where it's starting to get good. Pay attention. Our soul has experiences through what? The prism of the mind. We are God-like in what? Being able to manifest from thought. Calm down. Our bodies are the vehicles or manifestations of what? Our minds. Further, a purified mind, an enlightened mind, okay, can attain what? Inner vision of reality as reality really is. That's the third eye vision opening up. Stay with me. They ain't even said that. This is still philosophy, ancient mystical philosophy. We ain't talking about, no, this is just a philosophy. In studying ancient mystical philosophy, I call it right thinking philosophy now. That's all. It's the same thing. This is what I mastered. We will see what? That we are one with who? The Creator, God, Supreme Being, Allah, Jehovah, Christ, whatever you want to call it. Same thing. We are one. Everything comes from the one. Can't get around that. Thank you, George. And at 11:11, bam. 1:11, bam. If I don't text no other time, I was text but I'm done with that. But I still text 2 times a day. 11:11 and 1:11. Moving on. That's just personal. Again, repetition, something that you do. I don't care about nobody, man. That's what I do. Don't nobody but you. You do what you do, which I eat. Don't make you fat. What you eat don't make me fat. Moving on. And watch this. When you understand that you are one with the Creator, that's enlightenment. That's nihas. And that we are what? Taking a journey through the world of time and space. Right there. Stop and put a pin right here. I tell you, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. That's what they say right there. In time and space. And we're here for a reason. We ain't just here. No. To know thyself. And those who do that don't come back. Those who don't, repeat the cycle. Come on. It's an old concept. And it's still prevalent to this day. Moving on. Truth don't change. With time, no, time changes. Truth don't change. Real don't change. Time changes. Those things stay the same. And watch this. And we go through this life with what? Watch this. With a veil of ignorance. You hear me speak about, you know, I said she's left the veil of ignorance. We start to get knowledge of self. So that's the way to live what? The ignorance, because we have a veil. We don't know ourselves. So that, watch this, when we feel, and that's the reason why being in human form, to have certain experiences. Again, human experiences. But the journey as if it is what? Is real. It ain't. I ain't even going there. In short, where we at? Everything that can have a name or form, pay attention, is an illusionary representation of the true reality, which is the spirit that's in everything, and that is of God. Hence, that circle, everything in it is of God. Why that's so hard to understand? It wasn't for them. It ain't for me. Again, further, the experience of this physical world do not affect your soul or your divine nature in any way. So whatever the body go through, so it don't affect it. That's what I'm trying to show you. If you keep the body in physical condition, it'll serve you well. If not, it's going to fail. And we come into this world in this physical form. The one thing we need to understand and realize real fast is what? This physical body will deteriorate, will expire. What's inside it won't. They tell you right there, no matter what the body goes through, the spirit don't feel nothing. Okay, understand that. So therefore, nothing is what is really happening in this physical world except in the mentions, okay, mentations of each of us. Individual, meaning I, one. The 8th letter in the alphabet is the I, individual. We are in a dual situation. Spirit and matter come together to make us human beings. In a war, for example, okay, no one is killing and no one is being killed. Man, we get yeah, remember, you can't be smart 1 minute and understand that the world is illusionary and then freak out because, see what I'm saying? Watch this. Remember, this world is like a movie show. You can star your own, your role is to do you. Your role, play your role. That's why every individual has a role to play in their life. That's what this is for. Okay, now it may be stated that God is what? Pay attention, this way it gets tricky. Is interacting with God himself. Playing peekaboo with himself. If he know all, he's going to be here forever. Kind of get bored. So you find stuff to do. He created us for what? Fun, humor. Okay, watch this. That's just my concept. Don't know, this is my idea. I'm just having fun now. This can be more easily understood. Okay, now I'm going to let them break it down for you. Because mind you, be what the heck talking about? No, watch this. It's easily understood by what? Just imagine that all the objects in creation, including you, excuse me, are like actors in the movie, on the movie screen. The world is the movie screen. We're the players in the big world, okay? Through someone, though someone may seemingly be born or die. Cycle of life, yeah, okay. But And then we go to the movie. We watch TV. We see people die, get killed. We know it's what? Just a movie. So in life, it's pretty much the same thing. The screen, as well as the actors, are what? Are unaffected, what? In real life. Again, your soul is real life. It don't get caught up in all this at all. At Judgment Day, it wants to what? Be free so it can go where it belongs. If not, they got to do this damn thing again. So the spirit ain't pretty too pleased about that, but he got no say so in the matter. But seemingly, watch this. We are appearing on the screen, we call life, of pure consciousness. God already knows. He just having fun and let everybody else play their role and have some fun with themselves. Okay? I'm going to loan you my spirit. You can do what you want with it. At the end of this life, I want it back. If it's not purified, I don't want it. So the next person got to get it to what? And purified. That's just my concept. Got to throw that one in there. That's just my way of looking at it. And we on a screen of pure consciousness. God knows everything already. He knows your heart. He knows, yeah. Which in fact, that we call God, the idea, there you go, that we are really what? Doing something. We living. Yeah, because, that something is really occurring. If you understand this world is illusionary, but you are in the physical form, you have limitation and you have to deal with this. That's the part you really got to understand. You got to deal with this world, okay? And that constitutes what? When you thinking like that, that constitutes wrong thinking. If right thinking is good, wrong thinking got to be bad. Watch this. Wrong thinking, what? Continues when one's involvement and belief, there you go, that this physical world is the only reality. Those are the ones who at time of death, they scared to leave this world, but that's all they know. They don't know nothing else. Because of their own ignorance. You can't fault nobody for that. I got no nickel in that dime between him and God. Not a bit. Okay? I got to worry about that guy. That's me now. Okay, I'm taking care of my end. All right, but wrong thinking the world, this only world reality. That's why they kick and scream when it's time to leave this world. They don't want to, but they don't know. They'll be back. They just won't be conscious of it, but don't worry, they'll be back. And this is what they call egoism. Ignorance of your higher self. Remember, I keep telling you, the ego is in you. And when you are all about you, you have edged God out of your life. So now you're on your own. Like the runaway child, lost and alone. You're going to suffer. Trust me. Right thinking. They got it right there. Right thinking, right here. Right thinking implies what? Living in this world, seeing everything as what? Part of God. The oneness in everything. One's very own true self. God. Know thyself. See where we're going with this? It all ties in. You can go around the mulberry bush, you can go up the hill, all that, but it still comes back to you knowing thyself. And by Malcolm tell me, any means necessary. And I'm using everything I can do. I got every trick in the book. I got every idea I can think of to throw at you to get you to do just that. Moving on. And therefore, living in peace and harmony with all things. I told you, I don't step on bugs. I don't a lot of stuff. I'm getting conscious of life for everything. Who am I to crash out their life? Mosquito, yeah, you get on, I'm going to slap the hell out of you. But I got that in tune, so I understand. That's what they're trying to tell you. You really get magnified stuff. You start seeing things a little different. You pay attention to nature. You respect animals and more other people. Their rights and respect, whatever. Okay? Respect their ignorance. They just don't know. What did Christ say? Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. Okay. He was being done. The same people doing to him, he prayed for them. Moving on. Good will stay good, even when people treat him bad. I found that hard to understand. I'm getting better at that. If being good, you got to stay good. Steadfastness. Stand on what you believe. If you give in, you know better than them. If you do what you want to do, you know better than them. That's why that man's scared of the black man taking over. Why? He think we're going to slave him. And that's what he deserved. But that won't make us no better than him. And we know we're better than him. Trust me. Moving on. Just went through that concept in there. It's all conceptual. When you believe things, where you at? Now, where we at? So, okay. When right living implies living with everything, understand we all one. There, with that concept, there is no need to wage war. I have no enemies. At this point, I got no beef. I got none of that. Why? I'm dissolving all that nonsense. Why? I'm doing me. This is the state of highest mental sanity. That's why I got to let all that go. And purity, a purification, which achieved how? By those who are spiritually advanced and practicing the philosophy when daily, like I try to explain to you, like me. I don't do that every now and then, every day. Moving on. The intellect required to grasp the above these concepts, like I said, pay attention. Why? You can't be ignorant or dumb. You have to use your intellect, be able to comprehend and understand what I'm saying to you. If not, ask and I'll clarify it. But you have to be intellectually required. Your intellect is required to grasp the above state points. It is said to be that of advanced souls who are what? You're nearing what? The end of your journey. Not the end of your life, because this physical life, nah, your journey in this life. When you become enlightened, that journey is over. Now you just waiting, you just buying time now, just hanging in there. And that's the beautiful thing. And the sooner you make that happen in your life, the better off you will be and the happier you'll be for the rest of your life. Okay? Not holding on for wants and desires and things. I want this, I gotta have that, I didn't get that, I fell in life. Know thyself, and you'll have everything you want for the next life. That's the one you want to be prepared for. This one is temporal. Moving on. And through your journey through the world, which is process of what? An illusion, like the dream. As long as you're in it, it's real. Once you wake up, you see, oh, shit. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. All right, but that means you are now ready to what? Attain salvation. You ready for judgment? You ready to be judged? Like a Mason, when we travel, I can prove myself. I'm ready to be tried, never denied, and want to be tried again. I know who I am as a traveler man. In life, we didn't know who we are as human beings. Spiritual beings having a human experience. Ignorant human beings believe they're human. Enlightened human beings know they're gods. Big difference. Let me wrap this up for you again. I appreciate you tuning in. Where we at? Okay, here you go. This is the important part right here. With a purified mind, a right thinking mind, a mastery of self through your daily disciplines of what? Meditation, heka, words of power, mantras, repetition, prayer, and more importantly, right thinking. It is now possible to what? You can transform your physical reality and attain what we call higher vision, third eye vision, inner vision, when? While you're still alive. That's the name of this game. Not to be rich and famous. Not all that, no, yeah, that's all. Guess what? In a few years, that'll be gone. Nobody will give a damn one way or another. My pastor told me, don't worry about it, right? In 50 years, they'll love you. Could kill that about 50 years. I want it right now. So that's my concept. And the idea, get it while you're alive. Get the people their roses while they can smell them. I'm not going to the gravesite. Don't care who you are. I'm not going to your gravesite. Mark that side. I ain't went to his yet. Okay, so I told you, if it's good enough for him, get in line. Why? Because you don't come before him. Whatever treatment he get from me, trust me, you get it too. Be it right or wrong, don't make a difference. That's what it is. And I don't do grave site burials. Why? Ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there. That's what it's there. It's gonna go back to the earth in a few little while. It really won't be nothing there but the bones. And if Henry Jones around, have at it. But my concept, don't worry about the dead body. Want to see a dead body? Go to the morgue. There's a bunch of them. You want to see spirit? Go to the afterlife. That's heaven for you Christians. All right, let me take it home. As the teachings become intuitionally understood. It becomes part of you. It becomes muscle memory. You just do it. Why? Because it's working, and I'm going to do it, and again, and again, and again. Repetition. Okay. Of the unconscious, when it's cleansed of what? Wrong thinking. My holy goal is to get all my wrong thinkers to become right thinkers. Change the way you think. You can do that to what? Such a degree. Your unconscious is cleansed of the wrong thinking, negative thinking, to such a degree, watch this, that you have now a new vision. Same eyesight, you got new vision. Internal, again, is experienced. Again, third eye awakening. And those who attain, here we go, I'm wrapping up with this. Those who attain this higher vision will live on in what? The after death, aka afterlife. Death had to come for you to get to the afterlife. Everybody want to go to heaven. Oh, I want to go, I can meet my old grandma, yeah. But you got to die. Oh, you scared of dying? Uh-oh. Scooby-Doo. Uh-oh. That won't work. Okay, that's a contradiction. That's conflict. The body, you can't take the body with you. When you guys who practice, I tell you, all you guns, my safety, I got kind of, metal detectors is so, you won't have that advantage. Okay, in prison, ain't none of that stuff. Old fashioned. All right, let's go and wrap it up. Just having fun right now. But when death comes to the body, why? Because living within your real identity, knowing thyself, when you get that knowledge, those who at the time of death persist in believing what? That they are a particular person. I'm so-and-so, I'm William Savior, okay? Born William Savior in a particular place. I'm from Philly, okay? And all particular parents, loyal to what? A particular country. All that loyalty, or a particular race, whatever. I'm black, I'm green, yeah, okay. All of that, what happens? Will die. All that grandiose, all that back of the will die with your ignorance. Why? With those ideas. Why? Because these are perishable ideas that what? Never really existed, just in the mind, like a dream. And nothing worse than having a dream where everything is, and you just got up, and then you got to wake up. Compared to that dream where, hell about to break this, you glad to wake up to get out by that situation. See how it goes? That's that balance back and forth. Depending on what's up here, it's going to happen when you lay down. Trust me. Wrapping it up. Now, all those things are perishable because they never existed. Remember, this world is of an illusion. In the final years of his life, Albert Einstein, what's this? Now we're going to speed time up for you right quick. Just get a concept. For the smartest man, Albert Einstein regretted his participation in what? The creation of a nuclear bomb. Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein, regretted creating what? Frankenstein. Why? His own creation was going to destroy you. Unless you are perfect in your creation. That way your creation will stay the creation. We're making machines. Somebody's going to regret making that damn machine. Why? Again, I just gave you a heads up. I ain't a fortune teller. I'm not no all that nonsense prophet. I ain't got time for the nonsense. I use common sense. And wrapping it up. He regretted making that possible. He attempted to construct a mathematical representation of the universe as a unified whole. The unified field theory, he called it. Didn't work. Einstein also admitted having experienced, watch this, ecstatic psychological moments where all things, including his body and his mind, were what? United in one whole. This is the genius. I tell you that every day. He thus, what? He let it be known that he experienced what they call glimpses of what? Cosmic consciousness. He recognized the all. He experienced the mystical experience for himself, not scientifically. He experienced it here, telepathically in his own mind, consciousness. In present day, scientists have continued his work, and they believe a unified theory will be possible. I'm gonna stop right there because that takes no, I ain't going that direction. I ain't trying to go there. But this is all modern conception. I'm dealing with ancient philosophical concepts that you can practice, manifest for yourself. That's what makes us godlike, with our thoughts that we can manifest in the real illusionary world. We can create whatever we want conceptually. That's the lesson. I'll be back with part 2 because I got a whole bunch of stuff for you. All right. In closing, right thinkers, may y'all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers passed away. I'll be right back.